So I did a review on A Christmas Carol and a quick review of the book. This novella is set on Christmas Eve in Victorian England. As usual, Christmas is meant to be a happy, kind, and joyful holiday. This is what everybody thought except from a man named Ebenezer Scrooge. Scrooge is a wealthy old miser who once had joy and happiness in his life, but as he grew older, the happiness he got was through the thought of money. However, unlike other people, Scrooge did not spend his money. He didn't even have a wife or children. In fact, he spent a lot of time trying to push away the people who cared about him. But there is a change in his attitude and character towards the end of the novella. So it was written by Charles Dickens, who was born in England in 1812. He was the second of 8 children. His father, John Dickens, was financially struggling and even had to spend some time in debtor's prison. During this time, his family was really struggling, and Charles Dickens was sent to work in a factory to support his family. But after a few years, his father inherited money, and Charles Dickens was able to return to school. This meant that he was able to experience both sides of the poor and the middle class family. Therefore, we are able to conclude that Dickens's main purpose of writing this novella was to make people aware of the situation which the poor was facing during this time. He was able to understand the struggle people had to go through in order to look after their family. So he wanted the upper class and the middle class families to help and support the working class people to make sure that they are able to provide a better future for themselves and their children. This might have been an unpopular opinion because the upper class people thought that the working class people were in the situation due to their laziness. By writing this book, he wanted to spread his message and make more people aware of the difficult situation the working class people had to go through. So Scrooge is introduced at the start of the novella as a tight-fisted man. He is heartless and unwilling to attend the party at his nephew's house. Later, we also find out that he refuses to give money towards the charity in order to help the poor. However, on the very same night, he arrives at his house and is visited by 3 ghosts of his dead business partner, Marley. He warns Scrooge about his fate and tells him that there is still a way to escape it. Then he is visited by 3 ghosts, the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, and the phantom. Through their visitations, we see that Scrooge slowly starts to change his attitude, and he even cries as he revisits the town he grew up in. At the end of the novella, he is unrecognizable and a fully changed character. From that day onwards, he has always conducted good deeds and charitable work. He attended the party, which he refused to attend at the beginning, and donated money to the charity workers in order to help the poor. Through the transition of the character's attitude, we are able to understand what Charles Dickens' aim was. He wanted to change the society and the way the upper class and middle class people look down upon the working class people. This piece of work is likely to be inspired by his own experiences, and he knew that he had to find a way to undo the evil in the world. Therefore, this novella would have greatly helped to allow people to see the reality of what the poor had to go through. So, rating. I'm going to rate this book 4 stars because I believe that it's a great book to read for enjoyment, and it also gives us an insight into what the different laws and views during the 19th century. However, I think the transition of Scrooge seems a bit unrealistic since he turns from a miserable old man into a joyful character within a day.